Hi Libra, welcome to August. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. So this month we have a full moon in Aquarius, which is friendly to your sign. It's your soul sister. And then we have, that's on February, listen to me, August 3rd. And then on August 15th, Uranus goes retrograde. And then we have a new moon in Leo on August 18th. And that is also favorable to you. It's a sextile aspect. So let's see what's coming up for Libra in terms of love and relationships for the month of August. What does Libra need to know about love and relationships for August? August 2020. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy. It's been quite a year, this 2020. So let's see. What does Libra need to know about love and relationships? 2020, August 2020. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, the Lovers is at the bottom. Put that aside. Temperance. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. Ooh, the Page of Wands. The Knight of Cups. The Four of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Eight of Pentacles. This is interesting. Okay, so you have some career stuff going on too, which I will talk about. And this is the card underneath the deck, the last card, the Lovers. You have choices to make in August. So especially look at all this card of balance. The Temperance card is, so we start the reading off with the Temperance. This is a card of balance. It's finding, maybe your work-life balance is out of whack. So you're spending too much time on your career and you're not spending enough time on relationships or fun, home and family. So this month you have to find that balance. You have to find that work-life balance so that you can allow love into your life because the potential is there. I know you're a hard worker and you've been working. Now the Temperance card is also connecting with someone that's very different than you. But yet you are able to blend your energies together and create harmony. And that's what Libra is all about, really, the scales. You're always looking at both sides, always trying to create peace, always trying to see, different angles of a situation. You're the perfect diplomat. Libra is known for its diplomacy and for fairness and justice. You want to see justice done. You want to please everyone. You want everyone to be happy. But sometimes, and this is a problem for Libra, you have to take a stand and you have to choose sides. You have to choose. And it's very difficult for Libra to choose and to have a final choice because they're always looking at both sides. And it's like, well, this side looks good, but so does that side look good, and so it's hard for them to pick one. So sometimes that keeps you stuck when you're stuck in the choices. But you have the Nine of Pentacles here. Okay, and you have the Ace of Pentacles in the past with the Two of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles, you've had some career, and the Three of Pentacles is in your environment. These are career cards, and the Eight of Pentacles. So you've had some career success, and you're being recognized for your talent and your abilities. And probably your finances are changing in the positive way because you have the Nine of Pentacles here. You might be, the Nine of Pentacles is about enjoying your abundance because the woman in the card, she's in her garden, she's got a comfortable home, her needs are being met financially. But it's like she's feeling lonely. So you might be so focused on work and you're getting ahead on your job and your career, but you might be spending so much time with work that you don't have time for love. And you might be feeling a little bit lonely. You might be thinking, what good is all this material success if I have no one to share it with? I need a partner, because Libra is, you're all about partnership. So that's what you might be focusing on this month. Okay, once your career gets settled and you're on this new path, because I feel like you're getting on a new path with your career. You're taking a new direction. You have this 8 of Pentacles. You're going to have some kind of wake-up moment, some realization, some kind of inner spiritual awakening. You have the Judgment here. And there could be a message coming. See, this woman has the hawk as her power animal. So when a hawk comes into the reading, a hawk is known for being aware, for awareness, perception. Those are some of Libra's qualities. Like, you're aware, you can see through things, you know things. And as you rise in society, in your career, there might be some little birds that try to attack you because of jealousy or whatever. They don't want to see you succeed. But a message is coming. So be aware. Wait for that message. You might be juggling a lot. You're on the fence trying to decide. There could be a relationship issue, because the 2 of Swords here in the recent past. This is someone who's not taking action because they can't decide what to do. And there might be someone that you want to connect with, but you're waiting for them to reach out to you. It's like you don't want to break the ice. The other person doesn't want to break the ice. So 2 people are just not connecting. But this might change in August, because you have the Page of Wands coming up here and the Knight of Cups. So the pages usually represent messages, news coming in. The Knight of Cups is a romantic proposal or an offer. So if it's not a relationship offer, it could be a creative project or some like new thing coming up that's being offered to you in your career. But I think for most of you, it might be a romantic proposal, or someone that you feel a karmic tie with. You feel like there's like an energy or a connection with this person. They could be, the Knight of Cups energy is someone who's very creative, very playful, kind of a little bit immature when it comes to love. Like, they have this fantasy about what love is, and it could be maybe even you are thinking, you're imagining this perfect partner, and maybe like that person doesn't exist in reality. Like, we all have our flaws, and you can't find the perfect soulmate, Disneyland, and we lived happily ever after kind of person. Because every relationship, even the best relationship, has problems at some point, and you have to work through them. It's not all, like a romantic movie, like a Lifetime movie. So sometimes this person can mean unrealistic ideas about relationship, about love. So that could be you or the person that you're interested in. They may be lost in a dream world, just dreaming about love, but not taking action to achieve it or to reach it, to get it, You can't live in your head. And that, air signs have a tendency to live in their head. You have to come from the heart. But there is an offer coming. There is a message coming, definitely this month. You have the 4 of Pentacles here, and it's in your negative thinking sector. The 4 of Pentacles is about financial security. So maybe you have been focused on money and working and trying to make more money to pay your bills or whatever. You're wanting to get yourself in a secure situation. But the 4 of Pentacles also represents, the warning about it is, you have to give to receive. The message, or I shouldn't say the warning, I should say more the wisdom around this card is about giving to receive. So if you've been sitting and waiting for something to happen and not doing anything to encourage anything to happen, then you're going to be waiting for a long time. You have to take action. Like, every action has a reaction. So if you're interested in someone, you need to reach out. You can't just sit around waiting for them. That's what this card is saying. And if you do reach out, the chances are that you will have a positive reaction. Because you have the 3 of Pentacles here in your environment. This also can represent, this card represents the environment, but also represents, if you're involved in a relationship, what that other person, how they see you and what they feel. So the 3 of Pentacles, that person sees you as very talented and very capable, and someone who's very successful at what they do and has a lot of talent and abilities. They admire you. I think they admire you for your talent and your ability and your career success and goals. In your wish fulfillment sector, you have the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment comes up. So I think that what this card is saying, if you want to achieve your goal in relationship, and that's true, and this is true of anything, not just relationship, you need to reach out. You need to take action. You need to make change happen. Change is not going to happen if you're just sitting waiting for the door to knock, or waiting for the phone to ring, waiting for your knight in shining armor, which is the Knight of Cups, to come riding up on the white horse. It's not going to happen. You have to make things happen. And the Judgment is about having that realization. You're going to have that realization this month that, hey, I need to make some changes. I need to make some changes in my life. I need to forgive and forget the past, because the Judgment sometimes can represent having to forgive someone. If someone has hurt you, you might have to offer forgiveness. But there actually could be two people contacting you. One could be a fire sign, one could be a water sign. But it's young energy. The Judgment is about waking up and realizing that you have to take care of yourself, that you have to nurture yourself, that you have to change some habits that have been detrimental to you. So you're going to be looking at yourself, how can I do things better? How can I change what I'm doing that's sabotaging my success? And take a new approach. The Judgment comes up. It usually comes up when we change jobs, when we move into a new location, change relationships even. You're growing and you're changing. And I think the career success that you've been experiencing is making you feel stronger and more confident. So if you've had any problems with insecurity, you're feeling confident and your needs are changing. You are changing at deep levels with the Judgment card. And because you're changing and you're making change happen, which you will be in August, because you're going to realize I have to do something. I can't just wait for the universe to drop something in my lap. I have to go out and get it. And when you start to do that and start to move toward your goal, you're going to realize how strong you really are and how much you've really changed over the years. And your needs are going to be changing. Like whatever you were okay with in the past is not enough now. You want more. And so you're going to be embarking on a new path. And you have this Eight of Pentacles, it's the card of the apprentice. So you could be moving in a new direction in life, in career especially. And you're at the beginning stages of a new cycle. And it's going to be fulfilling and it's going to bring you recognition. But it's also, it's going to take time to develop. So don't think it's not going to be an overnight success type of thing. It's going to be something that you're going to be growing and changing and learning as you go along. But it's going to be good for you. And you have this Lover's card, this card that was at the bottom of the deck. There's love out there, soulmate love. But it involves choice. So for some of you, you might be choosing between two people. Or you might be choosing, do I reach out and, connect with this person that I have my eye on? Or do I not? Is this person right for me? Do I take the chance? But the Lover's card, that's like soulmate connection. There's something special there's someone in your life that you consider really special. And if you're not reaching out, you need to break the ice. Because it's not going to happen if you don't. You have to make the choice. Either you're interested or you're not. Or you want this love or you don't. Or you want this person or you want that person. Because you are going to have several options. So don't wait for things to happen. This is also a card about meeting someone halfway, compromising. You can't have it all your way. Learning to see things from another person's perspective. And this card is also related to the Archangel Michael. So you might be getting spiritual guidance, like something is pushing you in a certain direction. Something like, so if you get thoughts in your head like, I should drive down this road, or maybe I should call this person, or maybe I should go visit this friend, or maybe I should answer that ad in the paper. Whatever it is, you're being guided to follow a certain path. Follow that inner guidance. You're being guided by spirit. So let's see what the astrology has to say for Libra. The full moon in Libra, the full moon in Aquarius for Libra, it happens in your 5th house. That's the house of romance. Romance, pleasure, fun, children. Something is coming to completion. Something is being revealed about friendships even, because the sun is in the 11th house of friendships. So there could be some kind of romantic revelation coming at this full moon. The only problem is the square to Uranus. Uranus in Taurus is squaring this moon. It's a T-square from the 8th house. So there could be some unexpected developments around money that you get from others. Like if you were waiting for some kind of money coming in, there could be some surprise. So like Uranus always represents surprise and unexpected developments. So it could mean that you get a surprise inheritance, or money comes in or money goes out, one way or another. It's like whatever you think is going to happen, something totally out of the blue will happen that you can't imagine. The 8th house also has to do with intimacy and confronting your shadow, going deep. So it could be that something happens that's like a new romance could happen that affects you on a deep level, more than you ever even dreamed it could. Mars is in the 7th house in Aries, and it's sextile this moon. And in Aries, this is like a time for taking action before it goes retrograde, because he's going to go retrograde in the fall, and I forget when. I think it's September. So you want to act now while he's still going direct, while you have that energy and that courage. Mars gives you courage. If you're in a relationship, you could be arguing with a partner. Mars can sometimes, make you feisty, or your partner feisty. Maybe you feel like someone's being really aggressive and you don't like it, or they're speaking up. It forces you to take action. It's an aggressive warrior energy. So things are going to start to happen. Your energy, maybe once you've achieved a certain career goal, now you're going to focus your energy on relationship. I want to form a relationship. Mercury is in the 10th house, and it's opposing Saturn in the 4th. So there could be some communication issues around career, around home. With Saturn in the 4th, you could have a lot of heavy obligations at home. Maybe you're taking care of someone in the home, or your home is becoming a burden. And meanwhile, you have career things going on. You have to negotiate contracts. And there could be, sometimes you're afraid to speak up with Saturn opposing Mercury. Sometimes Saturn, has a restrictive energy, and Mercury is the planet of communication and thinking. So you may be thinking really seriously about your career and about your home life. Like what you have to make some decisions about home and career. And you know that whatever you decide, it could be in place for a long time. So you're giving it a lot of thought. Venus is in the 9th. And Venus is conjunct the North Node, which is it's the karmic path in Gemini. So definitely, because Gemini is a dual sign, you could be thinking about two different people and wondering, okay, who do I choose? One of them you could meet through education or travel, higher education. One of them could be very different, come from a different cultural background than you, have different belief systems. It will take you out of your comfort zone spiritually, and embrace and cause you to see things from a new perspective, see the world, expand your horizons, expand your thinking. Neptune is in the 6th house, and it's squaring Jupiter. No, it's sextile Jupiter. What am I saying? So you could be achieving a career goal. It could be even that with Jupiter going through the 4th house, you could, if you're thinking about moving, you could find the perfect house, the dream house, Jupiter brings opportunity. But because you have Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, whatever decisions you make about the home are going to be in place for a long time. So if you buy property, it's going to be, I'm going to be like putting down roots. This is where I'm going to stay. So you want to give it a lot of thought. And there could be a lot of paperwork around any contracts that you might be signing, especially in your career. 6th house Neptune, you want to take care of your health. Sometimes Neptune can bring confusion around health issues, like you're not sure what's wrong, you just don't feel right. Or it can mean that the work that you do involves caring for others, like you're doing some type of social work, or you're helping someone through a crisis. Neptune is, the planet of compassion and spirituality. So then Uranus, where is Uranus? In your 8th house, goes retrograde on the 15th. So you might be rethinking your financial strategies. You might be rethinking, maybe you're going over, it's going to free you from any blocks that you might have to intimacy. Or depending on others. Maybe you have to depend on someone else financially, or have to get used to that idea. Then we have the new moon in Leo, and that's happening in your 11th house. So there could be a friendship that can turn to love. It could be a new beginning in a friendship. Either you're meeting new friends, meeting new people, reconnecting with people from the past, possibly. Having a new beginning in a current relationship, or creating new friendships, new groups, belonging to new groups. Saturn is in conjunct to this new moon, so it's in the 4th house. The only thing that's stopping you from going out and having fun with this new moon in Leo is maybe work obligations, or obligations around the home. You have a lot of work to do at home, and you can't get out as often as you want to. You have obligations, because Saturn can bring some heavy energy. Venus, though, at this new moon, Venus is going to move into Cancer in your 10th house. So things at work are going to be more harmonious. You're going to find that you're getting along better with your colleagues. You might even be doing something that's more creative, that involves creativity, something that's more enjoyable, like decorating, something that has to do with decorating, art, music, fashion. Those are all things that are ruled by Venus. And Venus is sextile Uranus in the 8th house, so there could be some unexpected financial support that comes in. The 8th house is money that you receive from others or a partner. So someone may suddenly support what you're doing and want to help you financially. You could find some kind of grant program or some kind of funding that helps you get some project off the ground. So that could be exciting. Mars in Aries in your 7th house is squaring Saturn in your 4th house. So there could be some arguments around the home. Or if you're in a committed relationship, you could be arguing with your partner about house issues. Who does what, responsibilities around the house. Like if you're doing all the work, or your other partner's doing all the work, and you're arguing over some home issue. Maybe where to live, how to manage obligations around the house. But that doesn't mean you're going to end a relationship. It just means that those issues are going to be, you might be butting heads over those issues. At some point, Jupiter is going to conjunct Pluto later in the year. It's close. It's 4 degrees away, so there's still that energy of Jupiter conjunct Pluto. It's just not exact, but it will be exact in November. That brings abundance. That brings luck and opportunity and financial abundance, wealth, especially when Saturn starts to move away from the Capricorn energy. When Saturn moves into Aquarius, Saturn will go direct in September. As it moves into Aquarius, it will free up that Jupiter-Pluto connection, and the abundance will start to come in. So it's been on hold because Saturn went back into Capricorn. But I'm liking the Venus sextile Uranus for you, Libra, because you might even want, if it's not, it means Venus sextile Uranus can bring unexpected love relationships, somehow connected to your work or your life, or it could change your life direction suddenly, where you connect with someone that you really have maybe a physical attraction to, strong sexual energy, the 8th house. Uranus is going to release you from your fears of connecting with someone on a really deep level. And this could be unexpected. I feel like, and it might change your life direction, but in a good way. So choices are coming, messages are coming. I think you're going to enjoy August. Just get off the fence and either make a decision or take action. And you'll let all this abundance come into your life. And you won't be alone in your castle. You'll have someone to share it with. So that's my forecast, Libra, for August. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button. Click on the subscribe button. If you want a private reading where we can deal with just your personal issues, just contact me. There's a link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, thank you, everyone, for supporting this channel. I really enjoy reading all your comments, and I'm glad that most people are enjoying the videos. And I thank you if you're new, welcome. And for those who have ordered readings, thank you for your support. And have a wonderful August, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.